Hi, I'm Sandy from Pine Tree Country Quilts. We're going to do a short little demo for our Dreaming of Tuscany Block of the Month program. This is month 2, the Dutchman's Puzzle Flock. Again, our instructions are set up the same as they are with block 1, so easy to follow. The first thing that we're going to do is that you're going to need to take your squares, and on the wrong side of the fabric we need to mark them. And so I put my ruler on from point to point, and then what I like to do is I start down and go up and then go continue down. That way there I don't get a little crunch, my end crunched in, so that it's hard to line up when you're sewing. So then you'll take your block, your square, and you'll put it on your rectangle, and you will line up your edges. And with those edges all lined up, then you stitch right on your line. And once you've stitched on that line, you'll take your ruler, and with your 1/4 inch, you'll line that 1/4 inch mark. You line it right up on your stitch line, and then you can trim off the excess off in your unit, and then you'll go and you'll press this unit open. So once it's pressed, you'll have a unit that looks like this. Again, you'll take another square and you'll line up on the other side again, and it will cross over on the top, and then you'll stitch on that line, and then again you'll trim your unit, the excess off. So once that is done, you'll have a complete flying geese unit. So with this pattern, we oversized the blocks so that you can trim them down to the exact size. So the first way that you could trim up your block is you need a ruler with a 45-degree mark on it. So you'll take your 45-degree mark and you will line it up on the triangle there, and then you'll put your 1/4 inch mark right at the tip, so you've got a good 1/4 inch for sewing, and you will trim off that. So then you will want to fold your rectangle in half, and you want to make sure that your in half is right at the point where it crosses, where your 2 points, so you have a good marking of half. Finger press that in half and put it on your 2-inch mark, and I line up this side and trim off, and then you have your 2x4 flying geese unit. The second method we have is using the block lock rulers. And these rulers are real simple to use. They have a great indentation, and that will set in right on your triangle, and it locks it right in so the ruler doesn't budge. And then what you do is you will trim your 2 sides there, and you don't even have to pick up your ruler. You can just kind of turn it. Everything stays the same. And then we trim that there. And then you've got another 2x4. So whichever method works the best for you is fine. So the next step will be sewing the 2 flying geese units together. So when you're sewing your units together, you're going to make sure that the lilac one is on the bottom and the teal one is on the top. And you'll just put these on here and line those up, pin, stitch across, and you'll make all of the units that you need for your blocks. And you'll end up with a block that looks like this. When you're doing your last seam, before you press, you'll stitch across, sewing the units together. And what we like to do is take right here, you're going to take out the couple of stitches that go to this seam and the couple of stitches on this end that go to that seam, and just till where it crosses where you stitched off. And then when you press that open, you get a cute little pinwheel, and then you'll press this towards that lilac geese and this one towards that, and that way there your center is nice and flat for your blocks. And you'll need to make 8 of the Dutchman puzzle blocks for your quilt. So happy sewing.